in association with nerdaddiction.com. Be sure to check out Marvel Addicts on Facebook. Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Oh, hey, look, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Niet.
Hey, Tin Man on steroids. Nice job.
You suck. Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Marvel Legends figure. It's from the X-Men wave. It's Colossus from the Warlock Build-A-Figure set. Now, I found this at my local Walmart. As you guys probably know, on all the post pages on Facebook, Walmart got a whole batch of these back in, and they put them in Ant-Man and Wasp displays, which was very weird. I don't know why they didn't get that wave of figures, but hey, it let us get this Colossus and the Cyclops that everybody had been wanting. Those were definitely the two I was after, and I was real interested to see what this guy looked in hand. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Colossus in the packaging, and I gotta say, this guy is actually pretty impressive. He's a hefty little dude, I will give him that. The silver on his body is a little darker than what I was expecting, really. I prefer Colossus a bit more shiny and bright, kind of like the Marvel Select figure that we'd gotten. Yeah, it was interesting. I was real interested to see the bearded version of him. I don't remember getting that before, so that was kind of interesting. And I gotta say, I'm kind of liking it, seeing it in hand, maybe a little bit more than the unbearded version. But he comes with Warlock's crazy little head there. He's got his little saw hand right there, which is pretty cool. Side of the package has some artwork done in the gold. There's the artwork again in the gold. There's the little X at the top. So there he is, real quick, in package, looking all kinds of cool. And then here's the side art right there. Very, very neat. Back of the package right here. As usual, we get a tiny little write-up. We got some artwork of him right there. All the other figures in this wave. And then we get Warlock right here, looking all kinds of cool. Now, I've already reviewed Shatterstar and Old Man Logan out of this wave. If you would like to see those reviews, I will add cards to them in this video. And now I've got these two. I might as well go ahead and get the others so I can build Warlock, which I was really interested in. So there are the other figures, and Warlock definitely looking pretty cool. Here's the artwork for Colossus. Definitely neat. And then if you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. And well, that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and get Colossus out of box and see what we think. So here we have Colossus out of the packaging, and I gotta say, for the most part, I really like this figure. It's not my favorite Colossus, I will say that. I do like the Marvel Select version better. It just looks more like Colossus to me. Now, that's probably because this is the more modern version of the character, and I prefer the look from the 80s and the 90s. That being said, this is a cool figure. I definitely dig it. There are some issues I have with it. But before I get into that, here are the parts that he comes with. Here is the head to Warlock, just crazy looking. I love the little hair, the dreads. Looks pretty cool. I am definitely going to do the Build-A-Figure now, I think. Although, I do have to say, it's a little large compared to what he was in the comics. But his body kind of shrank and grew, so I'll forgive him for it. And then we got the little hand here, which is pretty cool. Like all the detail. I wish, though, that the little saw actually spun. I think that would have been kind of cool. We'll just throw these pieces off to the side. And then Colossus himself. Again, I like the sculpt for the most part. However, the head, the unbearded head, is actually my least favorite. I figured that was going to be the one that I like, because I don't really care for him having a beard in the comics, but the bearded head sculpt, I think, actually looks better than the one without the beard. So yeah, here's just kind of a real quick, there he is without his beard, and then do a quick head swap. There we go. And here he is with his beard, and it looks better. The one without the beard looks like it's sitting too high on the neck to me for some weird reason. And this being a different, design for Colossus, I think I'm going to go with the beard just to make him a different character, at least a different looking character. The other thing I don't really like about the figure is this body. It's that really brittle, hollow sounding body. I've got this in another figure, and I can't remember who it is, and I don't like it in that one either. It feels like it's going to break at some point in time, so that's a bit unfortunate. And then the other issue I've got are the shoulders right here. They kind of point down quite a bit, and I had to shave a bit of his arm off just to be able to get it to do this. And it still wants to hook right here at this point, and you kind of have to, put the ball up like that and then turn it to get it to work right. So, yeah, he does have a joint there. It spins around. He's got an upper, if I can get this into focus here, he does have an upper arm swivel that goes in more than it goes out. He has a single jointed elbow, and this thing is not focusing. So yeah, there's that. His wrists are on twists. He's just really stiff, and they do move back and forth. These wristbands look familiar from something as well. I'm not sure what it is. He looks down really far, which is nice. Looks up about that far. Twists really well. Kicks up that far, kicks back not at all, kicks out about that far. He's got a twist at the upper leg. He has a double jointed knee. There's a twist at the bottom of this big old boot right there. His feet are on hinges, and he's got that crazy ankle rocker pivot we love, with this being his widest possible stance with both feet still flat on the floor. Taking a closer look at the figure here, we've got him with his beard on, and this is the head sculpt I prefer, actually, which is weird, because I thought it was going to be the other way around. I like the costume design because it does match what we see in the modern comics. It's got kind of that M mutant logo there, the X logo. I like the dark, kind of faded red and mustard yellow. Looks nice. The shoulders look good. I like the metallic paint to it. It's a very dirty paint, which I really kind of always imagine Colossus shinier, but that's not always the case. It really kind of reminds me of the old Toy Biz coloring, which is pretty cool. And I like how he's got a little different hairdo than we normally see with Colossus. And he just looks mean for some reason, and that's not a bad thing. And here we have Colossus with the non-bearded head sculpt. This is kind of the traditional look for Colossus, which I normally like. However, there's just something off about this one. It doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look right. I like them both, but I think I like the bearded one better. This one just looks like it's sitting a little too high on the neck, whereas I think the beard kind of hides some of that neck. I don't know. It doesn't look right for some reason. What do you guys think between the two heads? What do you like better? I like the sculpt on this one. I think it looks good. I don't know. I'm preferring the other one more, I believe. Although this one has the traditional haircut, which I do like that as well. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. Taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, sculpt very nice. I like the armor on the arms. The hands are pretty cool. I wish he had a belt, but I don't think he does in the comic in this costume. The yellow goes all the way down. The gauntlets are pretty cool. I like those. I like the big, heavy gauntlets, wrist pieces around his arms there. But they look familiar, and I don't know what figure it's from. If you know, leave a comment down below. Everything else looks pretty good. I like the sculpt to the musculature. Yeah, overall, pretty good. Liking the metal detail. Just wishing that we had a belt or something to break that up right there. And finally, taking a look at the legs on the figure. Again, I like the boots. I think they're designed pretty well. I like how the back of the calves have kind of a metallic-y yellow, and so do the front of the calves versus the rest of the yellow on the suit. We get more of that mustard color down at the toes and around the like sneaker rubber edges of the boot, which is kind of cool. Definitely digging that. He's very stable, he stands well, and you can get him in some pretty good poses, which are all good attributes to a solid pair of legs. For comparison, here we have Colossus next to the Avengers Age of Ultron Hulk, and as you can see, he's not as big as the Hulk. Which, I don't know, I kind of wish he was this size, really. And that's probably another reason I like the Select figure over this guy. He's just not big enough. He's not colossal enough. Now, granted, he's a pretty good size, and he's bigger than the average 6-inch figure. So, just to kind of put in scale here we have Spider-Man. And, I mean, he is bigger than Spider-Man, but he should be a lot bigger. I mean, he's Colossus. And I've always seen Colossus as a really big character. I mean, granted, that guy's pretty big, but it's just not big enough. Oh, that's what she said. But it's a pretty cool figure, and I definitely like it. I like the bearded version of him, so he's definitely going to be fun to have up on the shelf. So is the Marvel Legends Warlock series Colossus a figure that you want in your Marvel collection? I'm going to say yes, because we haven't had a updated Colossus in the 6-inch scale in a long time, since Toy Biz. So it's really cool to see this guy in here. I would prefer a Jim Lee style Colossus, which we've gotten a lot of other Jim Lee style figures, so I'm presuming at some point we're going to get a redeco of this in that motif, which I'm totally down with. I will definitely get the figure again. It does have some drawbacks to it. The body being the main bit, it just feels real brittle to me. Mine had a little QC issue where I had to do some shaving on the shoulder. I don't think that'll be in everybody's issue, but it might be. I don't know. If you had that issue, leave a comment down below. If you're an X-Men fan, you definitely want to get this guy. He's a staple in the X-Men comics. If you're building Warlock, of course you got to get this guy. Now, at the time of the recording, Walmart has had a resurgence of this wave throughout the country, so definitely check out your local Walmart. You should be able to find this guy along with Cyclops. I prefer him with the beard, actually, after posing him and looking at him over and over during the review, which is a bit odd because that was the one I didn't initially like. I prefer him without the beard, but after holding the figure and with this design, I think it works better, primarily because it hides some of that big old long neck that's on the figure. So yeah, overall, I'm definitely digging him. And there he is, Colossus from Marvel Legends.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.